No, I can't even lie, man. This Astroworld Festival tragedy is looking worse by the second. We got a couple updates on this very unfortunate Astroworld Festival incident that went down the other day. I want to share those updates with you and also talk about a couple other things in relation to what's going on. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm very confident you've at least heard about the recent situation with the Astroworld Festival tragedy. I dropped a video on it yesterday. A lot of people have been talking about it, but a very quick rundown of what happened. The other day, the Astroworld Festival kicked off. It's of course an annual festival held in Houston, which is hosted by Travis Scott. Things were seemingly going well until 9 o'clock on the first day of the festival, when a bunch of people at the front of the stage started passing out. A lot of people started getting injured. Some people went into cardiac arrest. A lot of people were taken to the hospital, and things just took a turn for the worse in an instant. The police who were at the scene realized that the situation at hand was getting out of control. They contacted the promoters and the organizers of the event, saying that the show can go on. They then contacted Travis Scott and told him that the festival has to end early as a result of what's going on. Travis Scott complied. Long story short, this led to 8 people unfortunately losing their life. A bunch of people also got injured in the process, and yeah. Things definitely took a turn for the worse, man. Like I showed you in my last video, if you've seen it, Travis of course put out a statement on his Twitter, which he's been getting a lot of backlash for because it was kind of robotic and didn't seem all that genuine. That aside, man, 8 people died in this festival, and those are only the confirmed ones, so it could be more. Very sad situation. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. The festival had an attendance of 50,000 people, which they were obviously not prepared to handle. Had they focused on selling less tickets and prioritized the safety and security of everyone attending, this would have never happened. Believe that. They just were not equipped to handle all these people at once, and the outcome of that turned out to be a horrible one. In yesterday's video, I talked about something I couldn't confirm at the time, and it was the rumor regarding some crazy person running around injecting people with some kind of drug. TMZ got the initial scoop on that through an anonymous person, giving them the intel that there was a madman running around shooting people up with something. Now, as of yesterday, Houston police actually confirmed that that was in fact true.
I will tell you, one of the narratives was that some individual was injecting other people with drugs. We do have a report of a security officer, according to the medical staff that was out and treated him last night. When he was examined, he went unconscious. They administered Narcan. He was revived, and the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject.
So it turns out that there was in fact a sicko running around injecting people with some kind of drug. As you could hear though, a security guard at the festival was trying to, arrest someone at the event. Suddenly out of nowhere, boom, he felt a needle in his neck, which led to the security guard falling to the ground unconscious. The security guard then got revived by medical staff, and after they examined his neck, there was a sign of the fact that he possibly had been stabbed with a syringe. Really hoping that this sicko, lunatic, crazy person gets caught, and he most likely will. The police actually said this regarding that, by the way. Kids and young individuals who are out there, if you've seen something, say something. This is now a criminal investigation that's going to involve our homicide division as well as narcotics, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. So, like the police said, this is now becoming a homicide investigation. Now, regarding Travis Scott, apart from that statement he put up on his Twitter, he also sent in another statement in video form to, I believe it was TMZ. This is what he said.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time.
Now, something else I want to show you is this video right here. Right here we have a video of Travis Scott fans dancing and turning up on an ambulance who's trying to get through and help people who are in need of medical support. I just had to show you this video because I came across it today. Obviously disgusting. A lot of fans at the festival, it looks like, had no kind of sympathy or compassion for what was going on. Turning up and dancing on top of an ambulance who's trying to help people is nothing but fucking stupid, if I do say so myself. Now, out of the 8 people who passed away, by the way, 2 of them were actually teenagers. A 10-year-old who was injured at the show is also in critical condition as we speak. Really hoping the 10-year-old pulls through. A lot of lives have been ruined as a result of what happened at this festival. 8 families are grieving at the moment, which breaks my heart, man. So many things that went wrong at this festival. Like I said earlier, they clearly prioritized ticket sales over the safety and security of the audience. If you can't handle 50k people, you should not sell 50k tickets, plain and simple. I also don't think there's much room to defend Travis Scott in this situation. Now granted, I'm actually not going to put all the blame on Travis, just due to the fact that a lot of the shit that was going on was out of his control, like people acting completely barbaric and dancing on top of the ambulance car, or the lunatic running around injecting people with drugs. However, I think the second Travis saw bodies being carried out, that's when he should have pulled the plug, but instead he just said, yeah. On the other hand, he's on stage, 50k people are in the crowd, he has earplugs, so he can't really hear that well. He's performing, so obviously there was a lot on his plate. Performing in front of that many people is obviously not an easy task. I don't know what was going through his mind as he was seeing his fans being carried out. I'd like to say that I would personally pull the plug, but I haven't been in that kind of situation, so I can't say for sure. With that being said, this entire Astroworld tragedy is for sure getting worse by the second. Once again, my heart goes out to the families of the 8 victims that passed. A very tragic event that should have never happened. But yeah, the Astroworld Festival tragedy, a horrible event that should have never taken place. Enough of what I have to say though. Do you have any thoughts on some of the updates I share in this video? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and let's have a discussion about this.